Hello everybody and welcome back to Touhou World Cup 2024. Today it's about time Cherno finally settled down her beef with the other three fairies with GFW Lunatic no bomb, but also no ice to some extent, but we'll talk about that a bit later throughout the game. In any case, today I'm joined by none other than Casey and Maribel. Hello both of you, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hello there.
So, you guys hyped for the match? It's gonna be pretty cool.
I am pretty hyped. Last year,
It's gonna be awesome.
this same category had some pretty interesting plays that I have not even seen before. Even though I do play Great Fairy Wars quite a bit, so it's probably gonna be pretty interesting this year too. We might
probably
see some
will
new
be, yeah.
no ice strats too.
Definitely, like, I recall hearing, I think it was you who told me that you've seen a lot of, like, Japanese streamers going for, like, new gold medal routes and shit.
Yeah, there's been some developments going on, but, you know, we will see what happens as the match.
Yeah, we definitely
gets
will.
underway.
That's right, cause, I've talked about it quite extensively already in the past matches, but... GFW has some specifics that we will get into it right now with the slides. And a transition! Alrighty, so Touhou World Cup 2024 is an annual international tournament featuring the Touhou Project shoot-'em-ups. Each match features 2 or 3 contestants competing in a survival or scoring category, a lunatic or extra difficulty. For more details about the tournament, please visit the official websites, touhouworldcup.com, and because he's in voice chat with us, shoutouts to Maribel for the website. I say this every time, but now that you're actually in voice chat, I can say to you directly, shoutouts to you.
Thanks.
Alright, so now let's take a look at the category itself, shall we? Because it has some specifics. Alright, so Touhou 12, Lunatic no bomb, Cherno emoji. The players have 60 minutes to perform their best run. Touhou World Cup score is earned with gold medals. That's right. Death subtracts your TWC score by 2 times death minus 1. Bombs are not allowed, and at the end of all of this, the person with the highest Touhou World Cup score wins.
Slight correction, you mean 2 to the power of deaths, not times.
Right, I'm bad at math. Thanks for correcting me, you're right. It is 2 to the power of death minus 1. Thank you, Maribel, for the correction.
Yeah, it's not the easiest formula in the world, but just the nature of this category.
I mean, remember, I went to law school. But yeah. Goddamn. But that's not all, because GFW has routes. So yeah, medal system. As we touched on that, the main goal here is going to be no freeze. So you have different kind of medals in GFW. You have the bronze medal if you fail a capture. You have the silver medal if you just use freeze mechanic and get a cap. And then you have no freeze, where if you just capture a spell without ice whatsoever, you get the gold medal because you're crazy enough to deserve a gold medal. And these do add to the WC score. Pretty much. Bronze. And now let's take a look at the oh boy. I don't have words to describe that.
Well,
but that's a table, alright?
Yeah, what we basically can gather from this is that a lot of spells in, in particular C2 and A2 are gonna be extremely difficult to beat with no ice, and most of them are probably gonna be impossible.
Yeah.
Because this game is not really designed to play without ice in mind, and we're also not gonna be seeing any no ice strats on stage portions and non-spells. And also the main reason why you want to actually be using ice is because this is your way to actually power up your shot. If you don't power up your shot, the game is actually unbeatable.
Yes, yeah. That's correct.
So, yeah. It's almost as if the game with the ice mechanic was designed with you using said mechanic in mind. Kinda crazy, I know, right?
Yeah, so the balance is, in terms of points, is kind of all over the place, and the reason for this is, as Kirby was saying, there are some spells that just happen to be unnaturally difficult to to capture without using ice. So yeah, that leads to especially C2 giving such mind-blowing points, since well, it is just exceedingly unlikely that someone would pull those off in a live setting.
Yeah, there's probably also some spells that have never been captured. No ice, I would think. Like there's some spells I could think of where I could not see any way anyone will cap them. No ice.
Yeah, I think either that, or they would have been done at like a 1 in 500 or so rate at best.
Yeah, there's definitely also gonna be some spells that have been captured, no ice, that they are not marathon or competition friendly in the slightest.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so in the history of this category, first people only really played A1, since if you look at the points, you can tell that that's basically the most reasonable routes to play for no ice, although B1 comes close. And by no ice, I mean only the spells, of course. You do need to power up your shot throughout the game. But more recently, as of last year, people have started to play routes other than A1 during the match. So I expect to see different routes here as well, and the prospect of that is exciting.
It's also interesting to see that the easiest route for LNN is actually the ones that give the most points when you're trying to do no ice strategies. A2 and C2 being among the easiest.
Yeah, I mean, don't
true.
you like the 2,310 TOEC score? You could probably win the entire competition on your own with that amount of points.
Yeah. I do not expect players here to be going for A1. I think we're probably going to be seeing other routes. And A1
I want to see other routes,
very
honestly.
favorable because you need to get at least 3 gold medals in order for your TWC score to increase, and it's only by 1, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna say A1 is overused.
Some other routes.
A1 is
Well, I mean,
overused. I
good.
want to see some new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. Then we see some more unusual routes, just like we saw with A2 and C2 in the scoring match.
Yeah. Very much. So yeah, good luck remembering this table, because now I think it's about time we look at the players, shall we? Transition. Alrighty, so what do we have here?
Yeah, so we have Bonisto, who also joined us last year in this category, and is now playing yet again. And also returning from last year is Febryu, and they have played this category twice before on Touhou World Cup, so this is actually their 3rd showing here. And in Team Luna we have Shiloko, who is, as far as I'm aware, new here. So that's gonna be interesting.
Definitely. Definitely. And you know what, chat? Now's the perfect match to be having the who's the best fairy debate. That's a fairy game after all. Sonny. I still think I like Luna the most. I like the drill Twin Tails. And here we go.
I'm seeing
Looks like we have
UN.
a practice session.
That's the wrong game!
Maybe there's a freeze patch on it. That's not the same. That is not the correct freeze.
Bonist, that's the wrong video game! Did we misspell GFW with UM? Like, the great unconnected marketeer war?
I got a little bit of a preview on February's stream, though, an accurate preview, but looks like he's about
they
to
have
be
a
ready
flag.
to start.
They have a flag that says Team Sonny!
Oh,
Yeah, that's
babe.
cool.
Yeah, you can also see that on his stream. There's a a tracker that keeps track of misses and bombs, I believe.
Yeah, and the nice thing is it also tracks medals.
Yeah, when it doesn't glitch out, which it was used in previous years, and let's just say, it proved to be kind of unreliable.
I think he needs to actually like reset it manually after every run, and I think he forgot to in practice sometimes, so the medal count will be inaccurate. Alright, looks like they are underway.
Well, we have started, it looks like.
Actually slightly ahead, I guess.
Yeah, it seems Febryu's timer is slightly ahead. Yeah, it's the reset time just began.
I mean, I suppose if he just
quits out of
track of his own time.
Yeah. Is that a worm? Is that a fish? On Shiloko's layout? What is that?
From Shiloko? Yeah,
B1.
They're going B.
Yeah, B.
Yeah, and Febryu is going for the A route, so we're already going to be seeing a very different gameplay here, which is definitely good to see in a GFW match. It's unlike any other game, pretty much, where, you know, the start of the game is completely different. And
That's the wrong game.
I see that Bonist is actually going to go for C route, so we're actually going to get different stage 1s for everybody here.
Steam integration! Let's go.
Nice.
So we have all 3 routes for now, at least all 3 stage 1s. So
while stage 1 is going underway, we should probably kind of explain how this game works.
Sure, I'll let you do it. If you want.
Yeah, well, like we said before, these people are going to be using ice because it is your main way to power up in this game. The main increases in power are at level 10 and level 15, which are reaching 1300% cumulative freezes at the bottom right, as you can see there. And then there's also 3000 where you gain an omnidirectional shot as well, which can be used for point blanking. Now, as for the ice mechanic, you need to get 30% ice power in order to be able to freeze, and then you have to hold Z for about a second, and then you can release it to release a chunk of ice, which can connect with other bullets. And that is going to be, you know, used on the spells that aren't really reliable to cap without ice. And on stage portions, there is no penalty for using ice because, well, there's no metal, so it wouldn't really make sense to, you know, judge the performance of these players with, you know, based on no ice stage portions. And the same goes for the non-spells here, like, for example, Gaiose and Lily Black here on the top 2 screens. And shoutouts to them. Go ahead. Oh yeah, they are also going to be grazing bullets in this game, unlike you know, the typical Touhou game, because these regular enemies shoot out revenge bullets, and these revenge bullets can be grazed to gain ice power. You gain ice power, 1% ice power per 1 graze, and that can be used to recharge your ice very quickly, because you need at least 30% ice power to be able to freeze bullets. And the amount of time that your freeze is active for is also proportional to the ice power percentage, pretty much. It's like half a second at 30% and a little under 2 seconds at 100%.
Yes, and then on bosses, you can see that Febryu, for example, is going for a technique on the non that is known as side shooting, where they shoot. Unfortunately, they died there. Yeah, they were doing side shooting, which is hitting a boss with only a small part of your shots. That is the side, and by doing that, you still recharge the same amount of ice power that you would otherwise, but you deal less damage. So it is a way to get off more freezes on their non-spells.
Ooh. Yeah, and I assume that's gonna be for powering up before like a certain like pattern, probably. Also, this pattern that Bonist is on is extremely hard in a scoring run. I know, like, this is one of the hardest spells in the game. But,
and that's the first ice medal.
That's the gold there.
Yeah, because we've already seen like both Febryu and Shiloko made it to the bosses, And then unfortunately they died on their first spells. Like Luna's first spell is terrifying looking. It's like this rain of like droplets that you gotta dodge. Kind of a pain. And I also just realized that Febryu and Shiloko are in... They have the wrong boss compared to their team.
I completely get why you would not go for a gold on Red Star. That seems ridiculous.
Yeah. And only Bonist has the correct parry on stage 1 compared to their team.
Also doing, like, you could also see that when Bonist was moving up with the stars because it spawns like from a certain distance from you, and it gets progressively closer. But he moved up so the ice would actually damage the parries, or you know, star in this case. And that is also a thing to keep in mind is that whenever ice is covering enemies or bosses, that does a tremendous amount of damage, especially if a lot of bullets are covering the boss's hurt box, so to speak.
Yes, and this is to the point that freezing is actually your main means of dealing damage in this game. It is much better than using your shot in a lot of cases.
Yeah, so if you're gonna be capping spells no ice, you are going to be spending more time. But since you do power up, it is going to not be that much longer. If you were doing this without ice at all, it would take forever, especially on like the later stages, because the stages are designed in a way to where, you know, they do expect you to have, you know, a certain amount of shot power.
But unfortunately, a second miss there for Bonist, which, when we said that the non-spells, I mean, even the spells, to a big extent, were not designed with, like, no ice in mind. Here, what they were pretty much trying to do was getting a freeze whenever the big ring that Lily White was firing happened. And at some point, they didn't get ice fast enough, and they had to dodge the ring. And that's when he went to downhill, pretty much. So we're back into stage 1, hell. And let's see if this time Febryu actually captures the spell.
You could also see on Bonist's screen this pattern that he died on had fireballs, and fireballs in this game cannot be frozen except with perfect freeze, which is the pink number on the right of the screen. But bombs are not going to be used. But
yeah, that's this game's bomb.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta know.
Yeah, I mean, there are some mechanics to how you gain perfect freeze, but
yeah, but it's irrelevant.
And it is also capped at 300%. So like by the time that stage 2 starts, everyone's probably gonna be at like 300% and just stay there. And the top percentage is maybe a bit more relevant, and that is motivation.
Yeah.
You gain. Alright, Luna Child's first spell again. Where they are doing a misdirect to in an attempt to dodge Luna Child's rain, and this time it was a successful capture.
Yeah, very by nice. Because like the game actually makes it so it cannot spawn bullets, so usually there is a radius where bullets don't spawn. And what the player did there is by doing a sweep as the spell spawned, they ensured to create a bigger gap for them at the start, which helped a little.
That second non is like extremely dangerous, even when you're using ice. Like it's a really hard non-spell for stage 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're taking the hit, it looks like.
This game is very short. It is 12 minutes in a survival run. So that is also why the reset time is only 60 minutes.
I'm loving the old radio filter they have going on. It's like GFW from outside the club.
Stage 2?
Yeah? Oh, so we're going, okay. A2.
Oh, he's going A2.
Shiloko is, meanwhile, doing something where he's point-blank erasing the non-spell so he can gain 100% ice power immediately, which makes that non-spell trivial. And then he's going at the top of the screen, so he doesn't have to deal with the spreading bullets. If you stay at the top of the screen, it's actually safer.
Okay. Imagine doing this at the bottom.
Yeah, it's a pretty good strat here.
It's actually the same as Star's first spell on the sea routes, where like the lines of Star bullets, they kind of like spread out a lot more, and they also overlap, so it's much harder to deal with that, and that is what you would do in a score run where it's way harder.
We're going B2 here. Okay.
Yeah, Shiloko is entering stage 2.
Yeah, so B2 looks like we're going with. So Febryu is currently 1 miss and 1 gold. Yeah, shoutouts to the tech crew taking care of all the miscounts and stuff for us, by the way. Imagine doing this no ice. My god.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see A2 from anyone this time around. I'm kind of curious how Febryu is going to deal with the stage 2 spell cards.
I'm surprised. I'm wondering as well, yeah, because yeah, star QED nons suck. But then again, you can just bomb them. And also the spells are obnoxious. But I remember, like, at least in A1, the spells are not that bad to capture no ice.
In survival categories like this, you can definitely be more flexible with the routes that you're playing. Like there is a lot of similarity between the routes, like mainly with stage portions. Like whenever you like the locations in the game basically determine the stage layout, and every stage layout is being featured in 2 different routes.
Ooh.
But the boss fights would mostly be different still.
That's
even
a death
if the
for Shiloko.
boss order was the same.
Shiloko is like 1 miss currently. Bonist is still no miss somehow. That's really good. Febryu is 1 miss 2 gold.
Shiloko survives this non-spell. Okay, he did.
And they took
that
a death to
the
it.
non-spell that Bonist died on earlier, so...
I think they took a
these
death.
grid berries. He's going to go for a pacifist strategy here, because you don't really want to be dealing with revenge bullets here. They would be coming from almost all sides. And these
like
grids
on
are also static.
Yeah, on Lunatic Fairies like fires revenge bullets, which it's annoying.
I mean, in this scenario, they are a curse, but in most cases, they actually help you.
They are more
whenever you clear boss patterns, however, like boss spells, those bosses also fire revenge bullets, but they are jelly beans, and they aren't as numerous, and the jelly beans also have bigger hitboxes, especially since in this game they are circular hitboxes as they were introduced in Double Spoiler.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you do graze them a bit, but you aren't really like optimizing your ice power game with that. You're mostly just doing it by shooting, because that is also a way that you gain ice power by just simply shooting.
Is Bonist gonna cap the star spell?
Yeah.
And
also Febryu is getting some really big freezes on the spell on Sunny.
Yeah, that's an example of a spell that you're not gonna see the players attempt.
It's not very reasonable to no ice, but he used it to gain hundreds of % of ice power, so that's gonna help him a lot to get gold medals on spells that are possible to do it on.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
Sunny's boss fight on stage 2 is
nice micro. Ooh, I like that strat.
With getting ice.
I'm trying to imagine someone going no ice on this spell, like you. Like
the Sunny
Febryu
boss fight
spell.
on the other route is actually much less lucrative with freezes, actually. But yeah, this is Diamond Ring. You have these walls with gaps that appear in a random angle, a semi-random angle, and yeah, sometimes if you get really bad RNG, you have to micro through the yellow fireballs. But it is actually an interesting thing to
like this
mention.
one you might
So
know
this
ice
one?
actually.
Yeah, I mean he's going for no ice. It looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully they get it. Because that's the first time I'm seeing that spell.
Streaming pattern. Oh,
Very good.
That was pretty fast. Nice.
Yeah. Very good kill.
The purple fire.
That was really helpful movement from Sunny there. Speaking of, did we talk about boss movements and
I mean, it's random in this game, is it not?
Yeah, boss movements in this game, basically every 1/3 of the time, the bosses will move away from you horizontally, and that can actually be pretty dangerous. As like, for example, on Luna's second non-spell in the first A1 and A2 stage, that is a pattern that you do not want to see Luna move away from you, because once you have to start dodging that from an angle like her pattern, it gets really hard to dodge.
I mean,
that's the standard for boss RNG ever since like Zun removed movement manip, is it not?
Yeah, I don't remember when that was introduced, like, I think UFO?
I think UFO is the game where like Zun removed a boss movement manip because it was too good of a mechanic, so he just had to remove it.
Yeah, and anyway, one thing I wanted to mention about the fireballs is that the yellow fireballs in this game actually have smaller hitboxes than the other fireballs. So, like, my theory about Diamond Ring is that he deliberately reduced the size of the hitbox of those bullets just so that in case you you wouldn't get walled, basically.
Of course.
Also, I see that Febryu is doing a pretty interesting freezing strategy here. He's not point blank freezing the ice here, so he can get some extra ice power, but he does it in a way where he doesn't really have to deal with the fireballs much.
This is really smart.
Interesting to see.
Yeah, so they reached level max from the first freeze on this, so they are gonna have the best power that they can possibly have for any future gold medal attempts.
Yeah, like
I'm not sure if we'll really see that many.
Yeah, I am enjoying the freeze ASMR.
Oh god, is he gonna know ice this? I guess he has to speak to it. Or there we
Damn.
go, that was really close.
Cool.
I mean, they are level max after all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
well,
he actually captured it fast enough to that the density of that pattern was not actually that much of an issue.
Ooh.
If it had lasted longer though, I can see that getting really dangerous.
Bonist is on a spell that I've seen people try to know ice. Yeah, that wasn't happening, by the way.
You can't just say spell to that?
Yeah, these fireballs are actually static before they like move off in different directions. And going in the middle is most reliable for actually allowing yourself to do damage to Sunny. If you were to go in the corner, which would be more consistent probably, you would have to deal with more movement RNG. And,
I mean, she's not cooperating right now.
This is
she's
the
low on the
funniest
screen.
Gold medal strat.
Cause yeah, this is a technique we called like where just like headset the boss. By going over it, you manage like you can still do damage to the boss despite you being above it.
Very nice.
That safe spot might not have even been reliable if those fireballs weren't the yellow ones. Because again, those have smaller hitboxes.
Yeah, that is a very interesting. Honestly, that is a very interesting.
Yeah, and also I think if Sunny Milk does not move towards you enough, you actually have to go down to shoot down the spell so you don't time it out.
Yeah.
Even though Febryu has max power, he's just putting a show up for us by not point blank freezing the rings. It looks like he's gonna go for a. Oh my god, that fireball was out.
Oh my god! Damn.
Fireball almost killed him.
This is scary. You have to like read all of those stars really quickly while you're circling, because you have to circle at a pretty fast speed. So.
Yeah, and also the fireballs get really close to killing you, like it happened right there. Yeah, if you go to the top of the screen, you're getting really close to the spawn point, and these fireballs also spawn
and again
at different positions. So if you get unlucky, you could just die from bad RNG. I feel like. Now here's also one important thing here about this free fairy boss fight that is pretty important here. If you shoot multiple fairies at the same time, you gain ice power much more quickly. Like
if you shoot no ice cap on this? Oh my god! What? Okay, what? Ooh. That is bold to attempt this.
Yeah, these golds are really scary.
Also, the sound is delayed and it's bugging me because I think like I'm thinking they died twice, but it's just
gold medal friendly routes. But yeah,
it's just a Pichun coming in late, and my brain thinks they died twice as a result every time.
Yeah, this spell is not gonna be feasible.
What do you mean? Just dodge, Mary. Just dodge.
I have actually seen Sock. Sock did actually cap this spell, no ice.
What?
It's possible, yeah, but I just wouldn't expect it in this setting.
Yeah, it's definitely not marathon friendly, but it has been done before.
Oh God.
That second Sunny spell in the B1 route where you have like rice bullets bouncing off the screen from 4 different sides. That one I think has never been captured, but I've seen people try, and it's like Sock was freaking out when he restreamed that pattern even just once, and you have to do it like 8 times or something. But then I also saw someone else do a point blank graze on it, which apparently was more reliable.
That was so close to Gold Fairy Overdrive.
That should have been a gold, I don't care. And then the final
That was so close.
Yeah, and then the final is going to be just ice abuse, I believe, right? There's no way you're capping this no ice.
Yeah, so once you get to the fireball phase, what you want to do is completely freeze all of the bullets when Star's aura turns red. And then you want to go for 2 60% freezes, or I guess Febryu is going to go for a more offensive strategy here, where he's just going below the boss so you can do some extra damage.
Ain't no way Bonist is going for a no. Actually, this seems reasonable to no ice. Never mind. Maybe they're gonna get the gold here.
You can no ice it.
Nice.
You can no ice it, but it actually depends on the version of Free Fairies, because the last 2 spells in the game are actually dependent on like the behavior is dependent on the lead fairy, and with Star the density of the bullets is actually larger, but also slower bullets. It is actually the easiest to capture Free Fairies no ice if Luna is the main fairy, but with Star it's a lot more difficult.
That's a cute ending blocker. I mean, I still think Luna Child's better, but hey.
I love these yellow fireballs because of how cool.
That was a really sick strat to get a goal on Bonist's run.
Because of how close
minus 45 points! Wait, what?
Just captured the 3rd spell in 7 seconds.
Minus 45. Oh no, it's been a while since I've last seen negative TWC score, I gotta say.
Also, yeah, that was some really nice artwork.
Bonist is no miss so far, aren't they?
Screen as well.
Yeah,
so
this is a no miss run for Bonist
here with Lunat's the main fairy, which means that Luna is going to be chasing around towards you. The other 2 elite fairies would cause Fairy Overdrive to behave in a static movement pattern.
Here comes the no miss.
Yeah, rip.
I mean, 1 miss is still pretty strong, though.
Yeah, let's see if he's gonna go for a no ice strategy here. Oh, I think he's going for it because he's below the boss. Yeah, so
otherwise he would be in the triangle.
Yeah, so this version of Free Fairies, the fireballs curve downwards once they bounce off the screen, which actually means that most of the bullets will actually go past you. And then the yellow fireballs also have smaller
center
hitboxes.
is actually like a relatively safe area to dodge in, which you can see he's using, but keep in mind, relatively safe. Like, this is still really hard to do. Like, just the fact that it's possible doesn't mean that it's like very consistent or anything. It still is a difficult spell, but it is like doable enough to where he considers attempting it in a live setting.
You could also notice that he stopped shooting for a moment before the rage phase started. That's
so the wrong game,
10,000 gold medals. Let's go.
That's the wrong game still. Do we actually only have 1 player playing with like the background music? Like, actually? Oh my god. Well, I hope you guys like Ice ASMR.
Bring your own music, I guess.
Anime Happy You Dragon, the bad guys. Trying to read like the
replay list.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Febryu is also Wait, whose audio is
What
that?
they have a replay called Yatsu.
Okay, that's Febryu's audio. It's like lacking behind a bit.
Oh yeah, no, February's audio is like 20 seconds behind, I swear to god. Like, whenever I was saying earlier, whenever they die, I keep thinking they die twice because the Pichun comes afterwards.
Yeah.
So I see the death, and then I hear a Pichun later, I'm like, wait, did they die again? But no, it's just like the, it's like, you know, the speed of sound, by the time it travels all the way up to me, you know, it's like lagging behind.
Also, yeah, Febryu is in the lead right now with 0 TWC points. Things are cooking.
What do you mean 0 TWC points? Wait, what?
I mean, just look at...
What happened to the minus 46? What happened to the minus 45?
Yeah, wait, isn't Bonist in the lead?
Yeah, Bonist is in the lead, they have 35 points.
Oh yeah, right. 35 something points for Emus for gold. Yeah, that's right, because if you get more than 5 misses, that's considered 0.
Yeah, LOC calculator doesn't go into the negatives, but it did earlier though, did it not? That doesn't matter. Anyway.
Alright, we got Febryu on Luna's fights. So we're gonna probably be seeing some side dodging on the second non-spell again, and also a misdirect strategy on that first spell. Because the way that those droplets actually spawn on that spell is actually based on where Chirdo is relative to
time for the rain shower again.
Yeah, so he's like moving to the right to make that a little bit easier.
Yeah, which is
so
helping, but you still gotta dodge the mess.
Is because this that movement actually angles the droplets, and by doing that, the gaps become a bit bigger, so that's why a bit easier to dodge.
Yeah.
Let's see if they're gonna cap this spell. I think these walls of bullets are static, so you can kind of route around it, but it might maybe be a bit more troublesome if Luna moves away, maybe. But he's handling it pretty well here.
Very nice.
Oh, pretty good job.
And then we got Shiloko doing point-blank racing on this non-spell, so he can make it trivial. Oh.
Alright guys,
it's the return of TWC, everybody!
Oh, that's a miss on Shiloko's screen.
Yeah, that's actually the Eternity, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, a miss that also costs him a gold, which, he just resets.
Yes, he's gonna be needing to step up his game here. He still doesn't have a TWC score on the board, so he has time for 3 full runs if he is able to no reset at this point.
Yeah, like the brutal thing about this category is that if you die on a spell that you would have otherwise gotten a gold medal on, you essentially lose like both the death penalty points as well as the points that you would have gotten if you got a gold medal. So you lose like twice basically, compared to dying on a spell where you don't go for a gold medal, or dying on a stage section or in a spell.
Yeah, this like the conditions with you know how this game works makes going for gold medals even more of a double-edged sword. But this is pretty much the only way you can really make you know, this category more competitive, because this game is actually among the easiest games to LNN, and so you know, you could possibly have a match where everyone gets LNNs and it just comes down to okay, who did the hardest route. Yeah,
it's because of the short length as well as the relative consistency of this game, which has less dodging and more planning out and timing your freezes properly. Yeah, just its consistent nature means that at a high level,
Oh,
people would well semi-consistently pull off LNNs to the point that they would be able to pull that off during any match.
I mean, yeah, gold medals is the way to make this category like more challenging for the players and more entertaining for like and more suspense.
Yeah.
For the dramatic effect, chat.
But don't be mistaken, you know, that, you know, these categories are relatively easy without the no ice, you know, shenanigans. This game is still pretty hard, as like, the game is short, and the game starts out extremely hard for stage 1 standards. Like,
yeah.
Like, players are dying on stage 1 on spells where, you know, they try their best to not die on it. And that is something you can't really say for most games.
Yes, this is not the same stage 1 as the stage 1 in main games, which consist of 6 stages. So stage 1 is balanced quite differently there.
Yeah, Shiloko died on that last sunny spell earlier, but he got past it now, so he's gonna now actually be in stage 2 again.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's gonna get a run in now.
So now LNN pace and 2 gold pace. Which is pretty good.
That's exactly the pace he was looking for.
Yeah. Because, you know, so far, like, GFW has hands. Like, the players did die quite a lot. I mean, getting these goals really is just not an easy task at all.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, there's only, like, a few spells in the game, I would say, where no ice is reasonable and somewhat consistent, just by the nature of how the spell works. But most patterns in this game are designed with you know, actually freezing bullets, and you know, the density of the bullets are also pretty high in general. You know, just so that the ice mechanic can actually you know, work correctly, where, you know, you get a lot of ice connections. Also, Bonist died to the really hard star spell, which is stage 1, by the way, so, you know. Like,
I think this dark red background that was just mentioned in chat is actually pretty fitting, since it shows on B1 and C1's stage 2. And the reason this is fitting is because in a survival context, B1 and C1, when not factoring in golds at least, are considered the most difficult routes in general.
I thought it was just because it was sunset.
Yeah, I mean, from like a lore perspective, it's just time progressing, basically.
Yeah. I love this strat when they're actually just dodging the enemies themselves, on top of just dodging the bullets.
Yeah, that is true. In like in the story of the game, stage 3 is played at night, while stage 1 is played in the morning.
We need more Touhou stages at night. We don't have that many.
And I guess also the fairies get more power during the night, because even when you have the exact same stage portions, the fairies are stronger and fire more bullets. And fireballs sometimes.
Also here, Febryu is point blanking Sunny in order to instantaneously get 100% ice power from everywhere.
Did you have to time this out? They are timing this spell out, yeah. Oh, so you get a bronze even if you time out, okay.
Or not B1. The C1 version of that spell is really brutal, because it's like the same spell, except you have like this this charge animation, which makes visibility worse, and the bullets don't curve, but they go much faster, and there's fireballs mixed in, I think, as well. So
yeah, but, and it's also randomized.
Oh, great! Yeah. My favorite.
Yeah, so like even though the spell I was just referring to happens on the same boss fight, so like also on stage 2 where Febryu is on, the spells are still gonna be different.
Oh.
But the
Shiloko screwed up their freezing strategy there on the.
Unfortunate. Well, they're not one.
Spell is also gonna be interesting. Yeah, this spell is actually really hard to catch, even when you're freezing the bullets here. I believe there is a misdirect strategy that you can use on the fireballs when the pattern starts, but
Yeah,
you
it's
didn't
scary
go for it.
even with freezes, yeah. It's one of the scariest parts when you're doing a B1 LNN normally.
Febryu on the last Sunny spell on stage 2, going for misdirect. He's getting a little bit, things are getting a little bit scary, but okay.
Ooh! Oh, good cap! Yeah, very good
Nice
cap.
capture from Febryu. Also, that's
Shiloko.
point blank
He's
stats.
going for no eyes on this. He's
Oh my god,
point-blanking
very good
this.
capture, damn!
That point blank strat is very interesting. The way it works is that he seems to be just dodging those bullets before they actually get hitboxes.
Going for gold
by
here
being
as
so
well.
close.
And I
Well,
can
he's
see
also
why
kind of
this seems like
moving with the
gone very
swing
hard.
of the like how the bullets move, I guess.
I just realized this is literally just ISC
Mm-hmm.
5-2.
By swinging around, he directs the bullets
Yeah.
in a way to where they're not an issue.
And this spell is still very
Oh!
RNG based, unfortunately.
Ah, that was almost
On the last one
almost
too!
there.
Yeah, those fireballs, they basically end up in random positions. So it is very difficult to dodge. Like, even though they are, like, aimed angularly, but, like, they are aimed angularly, but exactly where they spawn is random, so you can end up with, like, walls of fireballs, or the stars, I believe, also spawn in random positions, somewhat. So it is a very chaotic spell to dodge, and I think that's kind of the nature of this game in general. There's a lot of random patterns in this game. Or at
Oh,
least
yeah.
patterns, like random components to them.
Oh, absolutely. Also, yeah, Shiloko is the only player that hasn't gotten a clear yet, but they're in pace for that.
Yeah, Shiloko might be locked in.
There are also 23 minutes left on the clock. Remember, they only had an hour to do credits. Because it's
Yeah,
a short
Shiloko
game.
really wants to get a run in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I
Febryu
said,
is
he has,
trying to
Ooh,
improve
bonus on the
their
spooky star
existing
spell.
run.
Like, dude, how consistent is that star spell? Because it looks so terrifying with all the stars flying at high speed.
yeah, that spell was that spell killed some players earlier, so yeah, it's not actually that consistent. Even when you're doing it at the top. Oh, and he just kind of made a mistake there on Red Star.
Ah.
Contemplating whether to reset. That Luna spell that Shiloko was on was also very scary. That's also a random dodging spell. It's basically washing machine, except they curve both directions.
That was a nice capture there.
Yeah.
And it's
So
also jelly beans, which also
Shiloko
makes it
and
scary.
Febryu are both on their way to the final boss, although
Yup.
of different routes.
Yep. Yeah, and that's also what makes Great Fairy Wars extra interesting, because everybody is doing different routes, at least if they choose to, which in this game they do. So we are getting lots of different
kind of is a
gameplay, and I
pain
think
to
that also
keep
makes the
track of.
commentary more variable.
I will say it's kind of is a pain to keep track of. My eyes just keep jumping like every other minute.
Yeah, well, at least we don't have to pay attention to Bonist right now. He's kind of, I guess he's taking a break now or something.
Probably their own TWC.
Probably.
Okay, he is continuing. Because yeah, he did die on stage 1 earlier, so he could have reset, but he's continuing, I guess. Even though, right now he is in the lead. He definitely wants to get
Pause
something
on the
better.
final boss.
Yes, Febryu is on the final boss.
Yep.
It seems
Let's go.
the gold counter is not accurate for Bonist. It says 0, but it says 1 on the stream layout.
Yeah. See, this is the software just dies very quickly.
One thing that
Alright,
I
let's
did
go.
try to mention earlier about this boss fight is that whenever you're shooting multiple fairies at the same time, you gain ice power much more quickly. So Febryu is actually going to be side shooting 2 fairies at the same time, like he was doing a bit earlier. just so he can get 100% ice power much more quickly. And he's definitely going to be doing that on the second non-spell as well. It's just a way to, like, you're losing damage, but you're also making sure that you're getting the maximum length freezes out.
Huh?
Oh yeah, and he's also using the freeze right there to transition damage to the next spell. That's also a strategy we didn't really touch upon. You can freeze bullets, then immediately kill the non-spell, and then the spell's health bar will appear before the ice shatters, and so that ice can actually do damage to
God damn it,
to the bosses straight away.
This strat on that
This is
spell,
so
oh my
scary to
god!
watch.
Yeah.
Ooh,
The
we actually
spin.
killed the side fairies.
Oh my god, they're so good
That
at this!
helps. It helps a
definitely
lot
helps. What the hell?
to kill the side fairies.
Come on, that's a cabra. You're legally not allowed to get hit at that point.
It
Yeah, that
definitely
makes
helps
it a
if,
lot easier to deal with if you kill the side fairies. It's very nice.
Let's go!
Good.
You could tell that there was a pause in like the waves that are being fired as fireballs, and so ideally you want the pause to be like when he's above the boss, so he can just safely do the or not the restring, but just circle above
This
star
one
there.
is so scary.
Yeah.
This is a very random spell. The lasers are aimed, but
Ooh,
the
very
bullets
nice.
themselves are random.
11 seconds capture.
The spell definitely gets you on your toes. But yeah, it was the capture. Very good.
Oh wait, Shiloko
This
is 3
spell is,
miss! Oh damn.
Right, so Febryu is at 6 gold medals right now, but their run is a much better pace than their
But there's still
current
no.
best.
This is still LNN as far as I know. This is winning run potential right there, honestly.
Absolutely, yeah. A2
So
is
long
really
everything goes according to plan, this is gonna be a
rewarding
sick
moves
run.
if you can pull it off. So I wonder if he's gonna go for Fairy Overdrive as well, or if he's just gonna take it safe and just finish the run from here, since it's already quite valuable.
Alright, let's go,
Yeah, so-
Fairy.
Yeah, so this version of Fairy Overdrive is has a static movement pattern, so
Yeah,
you
he's
can
going
kind
for
of
no
browse.
ice.
Yeah, he's being pretty aggressive here. So this version
Oh
of
my
Fairy
God.
Overdrive, I believe, the main fairy does have more HP than the Sunny version.
let's go!
So you do have
That
to
was
do more
quick,
damage.
very nice.
Dude, let's go,
Yeah, that
no
was pretty
miss,
good.
6 golds! Come on, no
we're
miss,
not-
6
This
gold,
is
let's go!
well on pace for a
Oh, that
very
is one
solid
hell of a.
run
That would
right
be
here.
one hell of a winning run for sure. Damn.
We're not out of the woods yet, depending on how his nerves are right now. He
No,
might
they're
mess up
not.
on
No,
the
I
free
don't care.
fairies.
No, I don't care. They're not getting hit. This is gonna be a secret run. I don't care.
Okay, thanks. Hopefully that's not a jinx.
It's
yeah,
not.
he's using the bottom strategy to kill it
Remember,
quicker.
Cherno is the strongest. I cannot jinx Cherno.
Alright, there we
See,
go.
Awesome.
I told you. Come on. And just like that, Elenan. Wait, 7 gold? Where did the extra gold came from? Yo, Ampharos!
Very nice.
Yeah, he got a gold on Fairy Overdrive.
Oh yeah, it just took a while to get updated on the layout. That's why.
That's a nice
GFW
ending screen.
LNN,
It
let's
seems
go!
He,
Yeah, that is nice.
he has a different ending screen just for getting LNN. That's really cool.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Ampharos. But
Yeah, it's of course not just any normal LNN. It's one with 7 gold
Yeah.
medals. It's very impressive.
Yeah, he got
Elenan achieved.
87
We are right.
TWC
At least
points.
Trick is back.
Also,
Trick
now
is
we
back.
got Shiloko on free fairies as well. He's gonna go for no ice.
Oh my
Yes.
god! I mean, he's gonna cap it, right?
The okay, so he stopped shooting
Oh!
just so he can deal
Oh!
with one less rage.
Oh,
and-
that's- Wait,
Oh no!
was that?
Wait, did he already have 5 miss or
Oh
something?
right, he was at 5 miss. Yeah, then I would say I guess it was
Right.
worth resetting. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not keeping track of all the misses. There's too much going on. So I didn't even know that Febryu was on LNN pace.
Yeah, I just
You can
imagine
still
this is
do a full game run now and then start a new one
Yeah.
within the reset time.
Yeah, the pressure is on now for him.
87 TWC points. Damn. Goddamn.
Yeah.
You guys need to
Yeah,
realize how
Febryu's achievement
absolutely
here is really
insane.
impressive.
Yeah, it's
Like,
gonna be
how
difficult
absolutely-
for the competition to outwit him now.
Yeah, but you guys gotta realize how insane it is just getting like 7 goals and an LNN. Like, goddamn. That is just a very, very strong run.
Yeah, and A2 was also one of the routes where you were rewarded the most, or at least one of the most rewarding in terms of TWC points if you got gold medals. So he definitely made the right choice here. Also,
Bro went from minus 45 to 87. That's so
the spell I was talking about earlier, Fatal Flash. This spell
is actually gonna cap
like,
oh my god!
Scary.
Yeah, I cannot imagine doing Fatal Flash gold in this setting. That would be crazy.
Also, he was doing practice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's practicing.
Yeah, remember, GFW does not have a practice mode built in. You need TH-Prac to make the game practicable.
Yeah, this is actually one of the last games to become viable to practice. Like, I would say like around like 2015 and earlier, your only way of practicing was credit feeding.
Actually, no, there was an SSG.
No, wait, that's true.
We had custom DAT files that allowed you to skip to like specific like routes. That's all we had.
Yeah, you do have spoiler L. That's true.
And spoiler L,
of course, not as user
and spoiler L was like using black magic, honestly, or just unlocking.
Yeah, there was
Luigi.
at some point there was a tool that Megapulse made that allowed us to practice Great Fairy Wars, and that was the main method for a few years until the universal tool TH-Prac came around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the brown label, but we still use it because it reduces the ice sound effects volume.
Godfield is fucking back! Let's go!
Yeah, Febryu seems done, which, yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, he could probably maybe theoretically do better, but he's probably not expected to do any better. And
yeah, it's really unlikely that Febryu would improve this this run that is standing.
I don't think they're improving it at all, yeah. The old Joe is just a fucking Godfield now!
And then meanwhile we have Bonist just doing practice and Shiloko is paused.
Yeah. So has anyone understood, like, has anyone just took the time to understand how Godfield even work? Because to me it looks like just a card game, but I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, like, Fatal Flash is already a difficult spell with ice.
Can anyone explain this game in half a word?
Which one? Godfield? Question mark. Petition to make Febryu play extra. I would low-key love extra though.
It kind of makes sense. No one is really playing right now. I don't know what. I guess Shiloko is taking a break.
I would low-key love for people to just stop. Alright, a run has started. Let's go. Oh, never mind. Wait, no, he has. Wait, never mind.
He might have closed the game because he was practicing, and he's just, some people just close the game and then reopen the game just for TH-Prac, but then they close it if they want to do real runs.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, not everybody does that, but...
What's going on? What what? What's going on?
Alright, I guess we're gonna see what Shiloko is doing. He's back in the game. Oh, and Bonist is too now. Alright, cool.
Yeah. Yo, Steam integration, let's go.
Yeah, they are back.
We got a Steam
I
achievement.
see 2 semicolons on the Bonist screen.
Oh, I love how, like, just the word feed added, like, just a C1 prac in, like, current.
And Godfield on Febryu.
And Godfield! Oh my god, dude, shoutouts to the word feed. You guys are just the best. You guys are the best.
Alright, back to Bonist.
What is this kind of 90s radio sound effect going on? I'm telling you, this is GFW, but outside the club. But you know this meme of the guy trying to sleep and then he can't? Yeah, that's the music you'd hear in the back.
So, it seems for Bonist, if he wants to beat Febryu, he also needs 7 gold medals.
Yeah.
Shiloko is now at this point only able to finish one more run. If he finishes this run, the time is up, so he only has one more chance to finish a run.
Yep.
He can still reset, of course, but you know, whatever he gets now at this point is gonna be, you know, what it is.
If this run gets far, it's his only chance, yeah.
Yeah, there's no speedrun strats that can save you on this if you wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Also, I can see Bonist is actually doing a technique called ice grazing on Lily Black's final non there, which is not very common to see in survival. It's mostly used for scoring, but basically how that works is that whenever you're freezing bullets, you can surf along the edge of the ice, so you're grazing the bullets before they get frozen. And that is just a way to get ice power back while the ice is going off, because while you're freezing bullets, that is the only way to actually gain ice power back through grazing.
Oh.
I don't know if we saw ice grazing on any other patterns so far, but we saw it on Lily Black's final non there. He's gonna be soon entering the hard star spell for stage 1, so hopefully he's not gonna be dying to it and maybe forced to reset.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I said earlier, like yeah, the brown label is mainly being used to nerf the sound effects of the eyes.
Oh. Alright, let's see what happens. He's transitioning some of the damage to this spell, although I don't actually know if that did damage because the ice was the star
really
spell that looks
right spot.
terrifying. It looks like you can just dodge most of it by standing still. It really does.
Okay, hopefully no death on red star this time. This is not really a spell you should be dying on. It's actually pretty easy, but
yeah,
that's why you're gonna die. Now that you've said that, Kirby. Okay, good.
Yeah, you do not want to be freezing at the wrong time because then you might get a ring of stars in your face.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what's gonna happen. He captured it this time though, so that's good.
Yeah, that was really close though. Like those stars do have pretty big hitboxes.
Yeah,
like,
you do not want to be freezing too early on the first wave of red star.
Now we got Shiloko on Daiose mid boss here. I don't think these patterns. Never mind. Just died on the final non. He got sniped by a random jelly bean. Yeah, that was a jinx on my part. Except I didn't even get to say the whole thing. The whole jinx.
Like, congrats, Kirby. You thought Shiloko had like too many points already. You just had to do it.
Time is running out for him.
6 minutes left on the clock. Come on, in GFW standard, 6 minutes is not that little.
I mean, when you consider what a full run of this game is, you essentially get 5 full runs in. If you finish every run, no reset.
How much?
So they do definitely have plenty of time. The only difference though is that, you know, unlike most games, stage 1 in this game is actually a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can tell by Shiloko constantly restarting on it.
It's basically like having multiple Yamame first nons.
Oh god, my favorite. Thank you so much.
Almost died to the final non there.
And they're fine. They're not dying again.
Almost got sniped by a fireball. Like those fireballs are random. They are also really fast. So.
Oh.
It's definitely a pretty uncomfortable pattern to dodge. But
yeah, my first non marathon.
He can take a breather now. So you know.
Yeah.
Let's see if Shiloko's gonna die to the final non here.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get the freeze off and it basically dies immediately. Like the mid bosses in this game, at least the Daiose and Lily White and Black, they have very little HP. So it's like if you use 1 or 2 freezes, pretty much every non dies from that. Or in this case, the final non on stage 1 dies in 1 single freeze.
Yeah, Diose's last one was really low health.
Absolutely.
Alright, so Bonist is gonna be facing Fatal Flash in a bit.
Very soon, yeah.
Oh yeah, that is one of the hardest spells in the game, so
he
let's
was
see what
practicing
happens.
no ice, so is he
Alright, let's
doing
go.
it?
Let's hope the practice paid off. You got this, buddy.
He's doing
nice.
it.
Alright.
This is one spell where you
Oh!
Yeah. It happens.
4 minutes left on the clock, by the way.
This is one spell where you really want Sunny to go high on the screen. Because, yeah, I mean, we didn't really touch upon this, but...
it. Oh, yeah, he's restoring it.
Alright, restart, let's go.
Yeah, the thing is, he is already in second place, so... basically, a Fatal Flash cap is his only way to beat Febryu with this route.
Oh my god, that is awful! Oh no, Shiloko,
really
continue! Please get a run in!
The movement RNG. We didn't really touch upon movement RNG in terms of like vertical movement, but yeah, that Fatal Flash pattern is one of the worst patterns to have the boss go low, and
oh god.
Whether they move vertically or not, or how much, is just random. The only thing that kind of determines how much they move vertically is based on where they already are in their like invisible rectangle that they are allowed to move in.
Yeah. Okay, so Shiloko decided to go for a reset.
Yes. Everybody.
And so did Bonist, actually. Meanwhile, Febryu is killing it in Godfield. Oh, why? No, never mind!
Wait, Febryu is coming back to the game?
Oh! Oh, practice.
Oh, he's doing practice.
I love how Febryu just closed Godfield whenever I say they're like doing a good job in it. Fortunate.
Yeah, this is another brand of Gastari jinxing EM.
Just a Godfield.
Oh, that's 3 fairies, but it's led by Sunny.
Yeah,
that looks brutal to capture.
Yeah, that version of fairy or free fairies is these fireballs basically go faster. It's a much faster pattern, but it's also less dense. And then the rebounded fireballs just go in straight lines.
They're gonna catch it, I feel it.
Which does mean you have to dodge the side bullets a lot more in this spell.
Actually, wait, no! I mean, 1/4, like, a third of the health left, a fourth of the health left. Oh, 1 minute and 23 seconds on the clock, everybody. This is getting, spooky.
Shiloko is gonna almost be forced to finish this run.
Yeah, I mean, unless they bump into something and decide to reset.
Will we see final run magic, though?
Potentially.
Yeah,
ooh,
yeah, we saw some good final run magic in the scoring match of this, where Gyo got a really good run in, and then he got
Febryu is ready.
Got to start a new credit when the timer was at 2 seconds.
Dude, hold on, February's gonna cap it. Hold on. You got this, mate. Come on. Ah, at the end!
That was a great attempt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
good
rough
RNG
spell.
on that first Sunny spell. I think.
Does this count as a run started? Wait, it is. They did start in the final credits.
I feel like if Shiloko dies on this next spell, he might actually not have time to do another run. It might actually come down to if he dies and when he dies.
All right, everybody.
If he dies early, he can just barely reset. But
oh my God! Oh, let's go! Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2,
okay, yeah.
1. All right, everybody. The runs are locked.
And he is locked into C1
Oh no! Wait,
Febryu
is locked out of a run. No.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna count. Yeah, I think not.
Yeah, Febryu's reset is not being counted because his timer started like earlier than the global one. So for him, it is already at final run a bit earlier.
Well, in any case, everybody, the runs are locked in. So yeah, now if you gotta die, please do not. All right, just don't. Should be easy enough.
I guess he can play some more God Field, I guess.
Oh.
Alright, good save there. Like, small part of the ring coming at Shiloko, but he was able to freeze it quickly.
At least now it's gonna be a little bit easier to, you know, see what's happening.
True. So, it is time for final run magic, everyone. Anyone believes it?
I believe.
I mean, same. I believe in the LNN dream. Like, Shiloko is just going to snipe first place. Actually, what kind of run do they need to snipe first place?
Shiloko needs to get a free miss 7 gold, it looks like.
To get second place, yeah.
Oh, to get second place.
Okay, that's second place.
I don't think it means they can even just tie first place now.
Yeah,
they
the
need
points
3
for this are quite complicated, so I don't remember any of this by heart. You would have to use the calculator.
Yeah, I think we need a calculator in that one. Okay, what if they get less than 3 miss? What if they get no miss? Assuming it's an LNN, how much they need to, Okay, never mind, it's not LNN anymore, so it doesn't matter.
On this one.
Well, assuming it's 1 miss, how much do they need?
Shiloko needs a free 10 gold medal for first place. Is what we're being relayed by
but that was assuming a 3 miss, but then I ask about an LNN, which is not really matter anymore, so about a 1 miss. Assuming it's a 1 miss, how much do they need?
Yeah,
7 medals.
The thing is, Febryu got 7 golds on A2, and A2 is a much higher rewarded route than B1. So since Shiloko is playing B1, he would need a ton of golds to get high TWC score like that.
By the way, both players are on the exact same stage, except different routes.
You're right.
Funny to see.
Yeah, the stage portions are unchanged though. It is just the bosses that change.
Oh, the miscount is irrelevant. I see.
Yeah, the locations of the game determine the stage layouts, and that is assuming it's, you know, the same stage in terms of ordering. And B1 and C1 just happen to have, you know, this location, Forest of Magic on stage 2.
Alright, Fatal Flash.
Start here. Oh,
Bonist has it, dude.
Flash.
Bonist got it.
Ooh, yeah, that was scary. Okay.
Come on.
The start of the pattern is also really hard because you have that flash.
Come on.
Thing that happens, and it makes the
getting
a lot worse.
Come on.
Let's go.
Amazing.
Nice.
That was a round of applause.
Oh my god, what a legend! We are so in this.
Yeah, like even if you get good RNG, it's still far from free. It's so.
Also, that's a 2 miss for Shiloko, unfortunately.
Also, Shiloko just died to Star's first spell, which is understandable.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh yeah, that spell is also really hard, even if you're using freezes. And the spell that Bonist was on earlier, that one I think has never been no ice before. But the most reliable strat would actually be to point blank graze this the pattern in a certain way and then move back down, and that way you would do like the most amount of damage. But you would start to restream a bunch. And restreaming once is already like a 1 in 10 at best.
Alright. Yeah, I think... Yeah, like... Oh yeah, so he is able to shoot Sonny there, but yeah. You really
let's
need
hope the
to be
movement
lucky
RNG
with
is good enough
Sonny's
they can actually
movement
cap
if you want
it.
to be able to shoot her significant amount on this.
Come on,
Well,
Sonny, please! Sonny,
almost
please! Let's go with the
Yeah,
cap!
he's gonna move down. He's gonna move down.
Ah, we got the gold anyway.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
only
it's-
had to
it's-
move down for a very short amount of time to get the cap, so that was still pretty decent.
Alright, so
movement.
let's see if Shiloko can now capture 5-2.
Yeah, this is the spell that also has a lot of randomness to it, and it can just randomly kill you. Either by the stars getting in the way, or by the fireball just being in the wrong spot. So yeah, he got past it. This is definitely his best run so far by the looks of it. So
Yeah.
you know, he might have a chance here, but a lot can still happen, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Also, Shiloko was just able to capture Star's final spell on stage 2 that he failed the previous time.
Yeah.
4 golds for Shiloko and... Yeah, right. 3, right, for Bonist? Yeah. You don't do Red Star.
I wish you could respit LG. I know, right? I would love to see the GFW freeze in other games. That would be a very fun mechanic to mess around with.
I don't know if he's actually even planning to go for 10 gold medals, Shiloko.
Probably not.
I mean, 10 gold medals, that would pretty much be the maximum amount of medals he can even go for.
Alright, it's time for Luna.
Also, we didn't really explain these lasers here. These lasers shatter ice, and then they turn the frozen bullets into pellet bullets. Oh, he was really panicking there.
Yeah, that was panic.
But yeah, the lasers shatter ice, and it's specifically the buzzsaw part of the laser that shatters the ice. And,
Yeah.
Whenever the bullets turn into pellet bullets, they are also immune to getting frozen for a second. So you can have situations where the pellet bullets get obscured by your ice, and so it makes them really hard to see because the pellet bullets are actually this like light yellowish color, and that doesn't really mix well with the coloring of the ice.
Yeah.
So you do have to be careful for that.
So they can have spawned on top of your ice and be moving towards you, and that can kill
Oh yeah,
you.
absolutely. But you know,
Especially if
Kirby, you
don't
could
see
say,
it.
you know, Kirby, you could say these lasers are a great way to break the ice, though. But yeah, let's see how Bonist does it. I mean, just to say, imagine dodging in a shmup. I love safe spots, dude. Alright, let's go.
Alright, both at the
Did
final
have
boss.
any misses so far?
Oh wait, Bonus is like, no, continue. Come on.
And also both are facing the same
let's go.
final boss, that is Luna Child. Although even the spells that are even the spell that you would expect to work the same way, that is Ice Dissolver, is a bit different depending on whether you're playing B1 or C1.
Also, yeah, they are both synced up right now.
I mean, they were.
Thanks to Bonist pausing. But yeah, they
were
are going to be
synced up.
seeing different spell cards, so
Yeah, and also Shiloko is just taking longer on the first non-spell.
Yeah.
Shiloko is also playing the version where you have the bullets are a lot faster but less dense, which, you know, depending on you know what you're into, it can be scarier.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the second non-spell is free.
Alright, Ice Dissolver for Bonist. He is doing
I mean,
the
they've
no
been
ice
capping
method.
it. a lot, so I think it should be fine.
Yeah, he's gonna get it probably.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Very good
nice.
cap. Very good cap.
And yes, Ice Dissolver and Fairy Overdrive are different depending on who the lead fairy is. That determines the behavior of the pattern, but the spell name always stays the same.
That's funny.
Yes. Alright.
Alright, so hopefully Shiloko gets a capture as
Yeah,
well.
so
Very good.
Yeah, so the lasers are a bit... well, they're not like really lasers, but yeah, those things are slightly faster, I think, from B1 compared to C1. C1's version is a bit slower.
Those Luna bullets were coming from a really awkward angle. Okay, he's going for the mid. Okay, so this is actually a relatively new safe spot that I think actually was discovered by Turska, who's also in the chat.
That's a miss.
If you sit at the top, the bullets cannot spawn on top of you, so that is a pseudo safe spot of sorts. But you still have to dodge the fireballs and a few of the ice bullets themselves, like the ice bullets. Just less of them. Yeah, he's doing this is definitely going well for him. Let's see what's gonna happen on the final 3 patterns. He's
I'm glad that Shiloko is able to get a run in after all.
I really hope so too. I mean, they have 2 miss of leeway. Assuming everything is smooth sailing.
Right, and Bonist just failed the speed kill method on the 3rd spell. Unfortunate.
Also, yeah, he's no icing on this non-spell, I think, because it makes it more consistent. Like, you don't really gain much from freezing bullets on that non-spell. You can't really get the ice to connect to Luna unless you're like really aggressive. And being aggressive also makes the pattern more random, basically. Like, there is a vague aiming component to that non-spell.
Yeah,
the best way to dodge this pattern is to go to the side. The best way to dodge this pattern is actually to go to the side, so you don't have to deal with bullets coming from one of the sides. Because these bullets do go at a slight angle sometimes, but yeah, you can't
and now the final
Fairy Overdrive. He almost got killed by a random revenge.
What was that one jelly bin, dude?
Yeah, Bonist went for a freeze on Fairy Overdrive.
Also, Bonist is about to finish his run.
Yep.
Is he gonna be capturing it?
I mean, hopefully, right? I have hope.
He is trying it.
It is the easiest version, but it's still really hard, so let's see what happens. He needs to get good luck here.
You gotta have more faith in the players, Kirby! Oh my god, he's so good, see? He's so good, he's unstoppable!
Him.
Oh my god!
That was awesome.
Very good.
That wave where he was at the bottom, that could have so easily just ended it right there. But
that would have ended,
awesome.
That was a very good recovery.
That would have destroyed me, personally.
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck at the bottom, because then you also have to deal with the fireballs that are curving down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, being at the bottom is really bad. But yeah, he still managed. That's just great.
Shiloko's probably trying to calm his nerves on this final spell, because yeah, this is his final chance.
You know,
he's doing very well. I don't know if he's gotten any deaths yet. I would assume he did, because his motivation isn't maxed out.
Yeah. Also, fuck you, chat. I was literally about to make that same joke. Fuck you, chat. Though you know what, chat, you should be worried.
Shiloko is exactly at his target, which means that if he wants to beat Bonist, he has to capture it.
Yeah. You guys should be worried that you made a joke that I could have made. The bad guys. What do you mean, the bad guys?
Yeah, what's up with these replay names?
What's in
Can Shiloko afford to use ice on the spell to beat second place or not?
He
these
cannot.
replays are
He
incredible.
has to capture the final.
Okay.
If they
wants
cap
to
the
beat
final, do they
Bonist.
get like a second place?
Pressure's on for him. Alright, here we go.
Do they get like a second
All
place
right.
if they
Are
cap
we
the final?
seeing a back-to-back final caps?
Wait, no, would they take no, they would take second place with that. All right, come on, you got this, mate.
Already starting off rough.
Oh, this
oh
is
dear.
rough.
Starting rough. He's a bit low, but I mean,
Come on.
Okay, that was a bit
Okay.
more doable.
okay, is he gonna stop shooting here so he can skip one of the rage phases? Rage phase fireball phases.
Okay,
Grab
okay.
it.
Let's go!
Very good.
Nice.
That
Let's
was
go!
really rough at the start. That was really rough at the start, but then he got good RNG for the rest of it, so that was
Yeah,
very good.
that was
Damn!
pretty lucky. It's not usually like that, but yeah, the first wave ended up being the toughest one here. That's
What is-
awesome. Two
What is
final caps in
this?
a row.
Isn't it
Look
just
at this graph.
That was so awesome. I actually dropped my mic. Whoops.
damn? What a legend! So they actually sniped second place with that.
I mean, we can see what would
So
have been
what is this
calculated
thing
on
even?
the board.
Oh.
Yeah, Shiloko
It's
got
gone.
second place.
It's gone. The worm is gone, people. Aww.
Very nice.
Thank you. Oh my god, it's too close! Too close! Too close!
Right, so yeah, thanks to that capture, Shiloko just barely managed to beat Bonist and get second place.
Yeah. Also, shoutouts to Yeshi for this amazing illustration.
Yeah, that's some great art.
Yeah.
Definitely
Also note
appropriate
that
for,
that seal in the top right is
Yeah, that's
actually the
Miller.
seal from the seal emoji.
Oh my god. In any case, everybody, the
Minor
results
cameo.
are in. So we have on last place Team Star with a C1 from his 5 gold, 45.65 points by Bonist. Just very strong run overall still though, because like GFW doesn't hold back. Especially when you go for like gold medals like these and everything. And you've seen even with ice, the game still got hands. Like, do not underestimate GFW because it will punch you in the face if you do.
Definitely, yeah. That's A2 LNN with 7 gold medals, no less, was really incredible. But then later on during the match, Bonist and Shiloko got themselves some really sick runs as their final runs.
Oh yeah, Shiloko Team Luna on second place with a B1 Thrimis 8 gold, 50.386 points. The final run Magic, despite struggling to clear the entire match, finally in the last moment, the final run Magic struck, and they
That
managed to get this
absolutely was
amazing
final
run.
Magic. It did
They
end
did-
up happening.
Oh yeah, final run Magic did happen. Amazing last run for sure. And last but not least, on first place, Febryu Team Sunny with 87.091 points, with an amazing A2 LNN 7 gold, and a very good attempt at Godfield. Yeah, truly just mental. LNN 7 gold, A2, goddamn. Goddamn. Really, really, really strong run. Amazing dodging, just... They actually got it rather early in the match too. I mean early, around mid-match I would say it's when they got it. And they actually went from minus 45 points to 87. That's a big jump. That is a big jump
Yeah,
for sure.
it's worth noting the minus was a mistake. That is
Yeah,
not
it was
an
a mistake. It
actual
was of course a
thing.
mistake.
That's,
Yeah. The calculator
TWCO
cannot
score
yeah, the calculator cannot give you negative scores, but
Yeah.
it's just funny to think about because Chad liked to meme on it.
This is
just
definitely a
imagine, like-
category where Febryu is definitely racking in the points for Team Sunny here.
Yeah,
The
and
team
that
that
is
I'm
the
rooting
first
for.
LNN in GFW that we get on TWC. That is correct as well. So that's a first. that is the first GFW LNN of TWC's history, so that is also very important to mention that. Sure. So Team Sonny winning, Team Luna second, Team Star last. I guess everybody, sadly, that's the objective fairy ranking. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
That's right. The best we saw in the past two years was 1 miss runs in this category.
Absolutely. But that's not all. If Bonist didn't die a 4th time, they would have won. That is...
That is true, yeah. That 3 miss and probably an extra gold. Don't remember, but yeah, I think that was their target, yeah.
Yeah?
If I calculate that, C1...
But in any case, that's not all, people, because we have later today, and by later I mean soon TM, we have something awaiting us.
Are we gonna be able to cool down?
Hopefully. I mean, we'll cool down better than die, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, we do need to do something about the summer heat, don't you think?
I mean, that's why I have a fan pointed at me at all time. That's right, everybody! In 98 minutes, we'll be having Yudoag. If you guys watched TRS yesterday, you've had a taste of what's to expect here, because we've had Borealis Orin LNN on TRS yesterday, which was absolutely mental to watch, for real. So definitely something you guys want to look forward to. Like, for sure.
Yeah, this is another survival category that works very differently from most survival categories, and the way it's different is also, well, very different from the way Great Fairy Wars is different.
Yeah. For sure, for sure. But yeah, you guys definitely want to check that out. Yudoag Survival is, with the bad shots, gets chaotic. At least Orin gets very chaotic. I really hope we will get to see it, Orin. Bori, you better play Orin. Alright, play the better cat, please. So yeah, Yudoag gets chaotic. Very chaotic. In an amazing way. It's chaotic in the best way possible. That's all I'm saying. But yes,
I'm
in any case,
about the first showing of this category at Touhou World Cup.
Oh yeah, you guys want to be there. It's the first. Yeah, it's just the first time we'll be having it. You better stick around for that. But yeah, in any case, that was GFW Lunatic Survival. Very cool match. Very good gameplay. The first LNN of GFW on TWC. Truly a great match we've witnessed today, for sure. Congrats to all the players. Thank you guys in chat for being amazing as usual. And of course, thank you so much, Kirby and Maribel. Your insight on the game was just a pleasure to have.
No problem.
No problem at all.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in Yudoag.
See you.
Bye.